everyone, this is Kung Kufe once again, and this is me while I am taking my dinner. Actually, this is my late breakfast, late lunch, and late dinner already because it's already 11:30 Thailand time, and it is 9:30 my time. So I just finished my class, and it's now time for me to eat something because I haven't had anything for the whole day. I just had coffee earlier when I woke up. I woke up late because I still don't have classes at school, but next week I cannot be doing like this because I already have to go to school. So for today's vlog, while I am eating, I will be sharing something about the transportation fare here in Uzbekistan, specifically here in the Republic of Karakalpakstan. But before that, let me share to you first my menu for today. I did this, the eggplant, okay, eggplant with egg, tortang talong. Okay, I did that earlier, and of course, I had oatmeal for today. And skip coffee. I just had a cup of tea for today. And while I am eating, I would like to share something about the transportation here in Karakalpakstan, in Uzbekistan. So definitely I have no complaints with regards to transportation here. It's real cheap, really affordable. So they have here public transportations and private transportations like the taxis. So in my school, they have referred or recommended a driver for me to pick me up from home, and from home to school, then school to home. And I always had to pay him 10,000 soms every time I had a ride, and that's definitely fixed. And one time he wasn't able to pick me up, so I had to take another cab. So I am used to giving 10,000 soms, so I always pay 10,000 soms. And then also, the second time that he wasn't able to pick me up, I tried to take public transportation. So I took a bus. That's the green bus. The green bus is here because one of my Filipino colleague who is teaching in Tashkent, he said that I am paying too expensive. It's way up high because 10,000 soms, while he is only paying 2,000 soms for the bus. I said, oh, that's so cheap. So I just tried. I was so curious about it. So I tried it one day to take the bus. And yes, luckily, I was able to take the bus, although there were no more seats available. So I just stood up. It was okay for me. I am used to it in Bangkok. And I only paid 2,000 soms. I was really so happy because I saved 8,000 soms. But going back home, I can't do that because I always go home late at night. I go home at 6:25 in the evening. So no more buses, no public transportation available. If there are any, I'm afraid that they might not be able to drop me to where I want to drop off. So going home, I took a cab. Okay, so and I paid 10,000 soms, of course. So the next day, I called the driver again. So it's always 10,000 soms with him. And then on my way back home, during noontime, I had a break. So I went to the market to shop and then went home. I took another cab. Now that cab driver, when I got off, he called me back and then give me back 3,000 soons. I was wondering, why did, why, I was asking, why do you have to give me 3,000 soons? And then he said, no, just said, okay, go, 7,000 soons. So in my mind, so the fare, the actual fare from the market or from the school to my place is actually 7,000 soons for me. But maybe for consideration also, I just have to be giving 10,000 soons, because that was the deal of the first driver to my director, that he will pick me up from home as long as I will give him 10,000 soons. And I said it's okay, because anyway, it's cheap. I always convert it to baht. And then my other co-teachers, they know that it's quite expensive, that 10,000 soons. And I said it's not. So, but I did not say anything about it. And then one time, I also take public transportation the next morning. The cab driver wasn't able to pick me up, so I had to walk down the road and waited for some public transportation, but there wasn't any. So there was a cab or a taxi who passed by, and I just signaled for him to stop, and he stopped. So I got in, and then there was a passenger as well. And then on the way, the driver also picked some more passengers. So there were already 4 of us in the cab, and each passenger paid 2,000 soons. So I paid also 2,000 soons. So from that time, I've learned that if you are sharing a cab with other passengers, you only pay 2,000 soons. But if you are a passenger and only one, so, and it's a special trip, that's the time that you have to pay 10,000 soons. So at least you have options, whether you have to take the private car or the taxi on your own, that is 10,000 soons, or you're going to wait for a cab or a taxi and share it with other passengers, you have to pay 2,000 soons. Or you have to wait for the public bus, you will have to pay 2,000 soons. And by the way, they have also minivans, and the minivans is also 2,000 soons. It's very cheap, isn't it? So that is the life here in Uzbekistan, and also here in my location, the autonomous Republic of Karakalpakstan. So the transportation is very cheap, and there are lots of cars. The problem is you do not know which one is the taxi and which one is a private car. So every time I am waiting for the taxi, I always do this signal to every car that is passing, because I do not know which one is taxi, which one is the private car, because they don't have any names like taxi. Just like in Thailand and in Philippines, there's a name there, taxi. But here they don't have. But maybe in Tashkent or in the capital city, they have like names for some of the cars, like taxi. But definitely here in my place, there's nothing. But doesn't matter. As when the cab stops, then hop in. There's no problem with that. So that's it for today for the transportation here in Uzbekistan, which is very cheap actually, because in Thailand, you're 35 baht. That's the time only that you get into the car, into the taxi, and then when the taxi goes on running, the meter will goes on as well. But here there's no meter. It's a fixed price. And it's okay. By the way, my vegetable, my eggplant is real delicious. Okay. It goes well with the oatmeal. Anyway, thank you so much. This is Kumkufei, just sharing with you about the transportation fares in Uzbekistan and also here in the autonomous Republic of Karakalpakstan while I am eating. So thank you so much for watching and hope you'll not get tired of supporting my channel. Bye bye!